Hi there, welcome to Boxpred. I do apologise. Last weekend I was really busy. I still am really busy, and I didn't get a chance to do quite a few prediction videos for the weekend, which I really wanted to do. But I'm really, trying to make an effort here to get quite a lot of videos out for this weekend because there's quite a lot of fights going on. So this first one I'm giving now is going to be the fight which is on Friday evening. And that's for the WBA Super World Middleweight title between the champion Felix Sturm and his challenger Martin Murray. Now my prediction for this fight, I think Felix Sturm is going to win this fight. I think he's going to win by stoppage, and I'm going to go for a round 8. Let's just talk about Martin Murray, the challenger from the UK. He is a decent boxer. He likes to come forward quite a lot. He prefers to be on the front foot, I feel. He has a decent range of punches. Some punches are just like headhunters. They do a lot of head punching. What Murray does very well for me is he does look to go to the body quite a lot, and he knows. He seems to know that the fight doesn't have to end now. He can wear down his opponents slowly but surely by giving a good range of punches to the body also, because that's a lot of specialists and guys in boxing will tell you. Going to the body is one of the best things you can do to wear an opponent down. That's what really takes the legs away from a boxer. So I think Martin does that very well. He has a decent defence. He keeps quite a high guard. What he's pretty good at doing also is he can come in and throw a flurry, and then straight away he's quite quick to come back with that high tight defence. I would like to see him use the jab more to set up before pushing forward. What I think he tends to do is for his abilities, I think this can work a bit against him. Is he moves forward before sort of jabbing. He likes to move forward, sort of jump the gun a bit too soon. What I'd like to see him do in this fight, what I think is key, is for him to try and use the jab to set up a bit more. So take a stance back, try and take his time a bit more, and before pushing forward, try and set it up with a couple of jabs first. Just to sort of take Sturm's attention away from what is happening for a bit. Put Sturm's attention on that jab, and then to sort of quickly come in and throw a decent combination, which he is able to do. He has the ability to do that, Martin Murray. So that's what I'm looking for him to do. I think he should do in this fight is try and set up his punches a bit more rather than just coming in straight away and going for it. What I noticed he did in the last fight his last fight against Blackwell, at the start of the fight, although he does have a jab there, I'd like to see him use it more, because until he wore Blackwell down, he didn't use it too much. But then when his opponent got worn down a bit more, then he started really using that jab well, and then he started being able to set up with the combinations, and that's when he got Blackwell in a lot more trouble, and then eventually stopped him in the 5th round. So yeah, I really want Martin Murray to sort of set up his punches a bit better with his jab in this one. Just my opinion. He does, in my opinion, at this level, against a guy like Felix Sturm, who in my opinion has a good resistance. We saw that against Matthew Macklin. I think Martin Murray doesn't really possess the power to really trouble Sturm. That's a concern of mine, because I think Sturm just has a good defence. He has a good resistance. He's quite durable, Sturm, and I think that Murray will struggle to hurt him in this one. And also, it's a difficult fight because it's difficult, obviously, for Murray to get the decision. We saw Matthew Macklin put on a really good performance against Sturm, and it was, if you're in an opponent's home country, you're always going to have to do a bit more to try and get the decision. So it's a very tough ask, this, for Martin Murray, in my opinion. He's going to have to box, an excellent fight if he's going to beat Felix Sturm, and I think his main chance of a win is by decision. Looking at Felix Sturm, I think his jab is the key in this fight. I think he needs to have gone back to the drawing board. He shouldn't fight like he did against Matthew Macklin. The thing is, he lost his jab in that fight, I feel. I think Felix Sturm has a good jab. He has a straight, hard jab for me. But the thing is, he allowed Macklin to just walk in onto the inside without. He didn't really use the jab hardly at all in that fight, and I think in my prediction for that fight, I thought Sturm's jab was going to be key, because I thought he needs to use it against Macklin to do that, to keep Macklin at bay, to dictate the pace of the fight. As it was, Macklin was able to just have free roam to walk straight onto the inside. I think Sturm needs to stop Murray doing that in this fight. He could, of course, think, well, I'll let Murray come into the inside and do the same as I did with Macklin. But I think it would be far easier on him if he uses that jab. And the reason being because I think it's accurate, straight, and I feel that Murray has a little bit of a weakness with his guard. Sometimes the punch can come through the middle there. Whereas I think with Felix Sturm it's tight. You're not getting through that blockade, that barrier. With Murray, I feel that Sturm has the chance to come in between those gloves, and he has the chance to wear Murray down and hurt Murray. And I think that's going to be a key in this fight. If he employs that jab, Felix Sturm, that's what I think is going to happen. He's going to start hurting Murray, and he's going to wear him down. It's going to be, night over. And also, whilst I don't think Sturm should fight like he did against Matthew Macklin, I don't think Martin Murray should fight like Macklin fought against Sturm, because I think going on the inside, he probably should have learned his lesson from that fight, that you're probably not going to win the decision if you're going to just mix it up with Sturm all night, no matter how much effort you're going to put in. Because also there is question over Murray's stamina. If he's going to go 12 hard rounds with a guy like Sturm who can do it all day, then it's going to be difficult coming towards the end of the fight. It was difficult. Macklin got really tired at the end of the fight. I would expect Murray, if he's going to fight an inside all-out fight like Macklin did, he's going to struggle towards the end of the fight with stamina-wise. What I like about Felix Sturm is he stands strong. He doesn't get pushed back too much, which is what I feel again Murray likes to do to his opponent, push them back. Whereas I think Sturm, he's going to find as an opponent who will just stand there with a high guard, take his best shots, and come back with his own. And we know that Sturm has good technically sound boxer. So he can get good shots in also to the body. He can come in with nice accurate counter punches, and I've already mentioned Sturm's good tight defence. So all in all, I think it's a difficult task for Martin Murray. I think his best chance is to try and, like I said, set up his punches with that jab, try and be working on those skills to get those combinations at different angles, and just try and keep away from Felix Sturm. But the way Martin Murray fights, I think it's going to be more or less he's going to come forward onto Sturm, and Sturm's going to, defend all night, defend when he has to, and come back with good quality punches. Like many people said he did against Macklin, the quality of punching was what sort of turned the tide in that fight, what caught the judge's eye. So all in all, I wish the best of luck to Martin Murray. Well done on him getting this title shot for the WBA World Middleweight title. I'll be checking it out Friday evening, but I think Felix Sturm is going to win the fight by a stoppage in the round 8. So that's my breakdown of the fight. I hope I know it's quite brief, but I hope I've given you I rushed through it a bit, but I hope I've given you something to think about. Please let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching as always, and please do subscribe if you like my channel. This is Boxbred, and I'm out.